bad. Sexyy Red, bad ass. Don't play no game.
Don't play with
it's
us.
A party and we turn it all the way.
It's a gangster party, bitch.
It's a gangster party. Get your shit together. Titties out, nipples out.
I got a lip gloss brand, and the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge. Hole pink, booty hole brown, coochie juice. And coochie juice is clear with silver glitter. It's cute, like the cute, and it smells good.
He wasn't your boyfriend.
I mean, all is my boyfriend. That's period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, I got a lot of boyfriends. I'm just saying, no, I don't. I'm just
No, don't say that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was your man now?
The secret's out, and Boosie can't cover it up anymore. A video just surfaced online, and now Boosie's looking clearly shaken and emotional. Word spread fast about his late-night encounter with Sexyy Red, and things quickly took a turn not just for his public image.
You walk a track.
Why you lying? Do all your niggas know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you burn it, or do you lie to them like you did me? Or did you lying to them you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth?
People went into a frenzy after seeing how involved he looked, especially when Sexyy Red showed up in a revealing outfit that left little to the imagination. The internet blew up as soon as viewers spotted that close-up of her outfit. Boosie's face lit up like it was Christmas morning. That single look had everyone shouting, he's really into her. Now everyone's asking the same thing. Did Boosie and Sexyy Red actually hook up? And did she leave him with more than just memories? She's already been accused of passing something on to others, and now similar talk is circling Boosie. The rumors are everywhere, but don't worry. I've got all the details for you.
March 22nd, we at the Boosie Bash. I need all the out, because Big Sexy and I'm coming to see all the bad bitches. I love the bring it. I know Boosie can bring it.
It all started when Boosie was clearly feeling himself a bit too much. Sexyy Red showed up in an outfit that barely covered anything. Her figure was front and center for the world to see. Boosie's reaction? Like he just hit the jackpot. That's when the whispering started, and soon it turned into loud speculation. They definitely have something going on. Trust the internet, they miss nothing. And they definitely caught Boosie giving Sexyy Red a deep, locked-in stare. This wasn't just admiration, this was the kind of look that says, been there, done that. You could sense a history between them at that moment. But hold on, it gets even more intense.
Because there was an interview where you said that you wanted to f her, right?
Yeah.
And then you linked up with her like a couple days later, or what?
Yeah.
That wasn't the vibe. I heard you were rubbing her feet.
Yeah, just because you rubbed her feet on me, you f***ed her though.
Word going around is that Sexyy Red allegedly responded after Boosie tried to downplay their connection. People are saying she didn't take that lightly and allegedly gave him a reminder, one that doesn't just go away. The talk is she knowingly gave him something as payback. Boosie often acts like he's above the drama, and we all know he wouldn't admit to being with Sexyy Red like that. But now folks are saying he messed with the wrong one, and she made sure he'd never. Forget it. Let's not pretend Sexyy Red doesn't have a past.
I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, crabs, and whatever else that can contract.
Her name's already come up in some questionable conversations, especially after being linked to Gucci Third Leg, a guy rumored to be spreading STDs like it's a full-time job. So once people started connecting the dots, the gossip exploded. Sexyy Red's name was getting dragged hard. Word on the street is she's been spreading more than love, and Boosie might be the next one headed to the clinic. If that's true, that's a serious L, no sugarcoating it. And this isn't the first time people suspected something between them. Remember when Sexyy Red posted that photo in bed with a mystery man wearing an ankle monitor? The internet went crazy over it. Everyone was convinced it was Boosie. She even added a bold caption, "I like messing with drillers and dread," quoting her track "Shake Your Dreads" that had Boosie written all over it.
Energy. Red said she the modern day Boosie, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
What you think?
I mean, I feel like she gave me my flowers, like I say. Like, I feel like she really gave me my flowers because Sexyy Red from the loop.
But once the rumors picked up speed, Boosie snapped. He took to X saying, "I'm blocking all you MF fans and even my own family asking if that's me in that picture with Sexyy Red. Y'all can see that ain't my ankle size or color." He wasn't having it. And he didn't stop there. He claimed he was out of town with his daughter when that photo came out. But the internet wasn't buying it, especially since Boosie has been seen wearing an ankle monitor before. Fans weren't convinced at all. Everything seemed to point back to him, and the streets haven't stopped talking since. Now, if you thought the Sexyy Red burning Boosie rumors were wild, just wait. Turns out, it wasn't even Boosie who first shared that story. It was Sexyy Red's ex who kicked it off. Months ago, he went off on social media, making serious claims that she gave him an STD. And he didn't hold anything back. It got even worse when he dropped a leaked phone call between them. In the recording, he confronted her, accusing her of keeping her condition a secret and not being upfront with her partners. You could hear the anger in his voice. He said, "Do all your Jews know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you're burning, or do you lie like you did with me?"
Don't listen. She can't do nothing play basketball. I ain't the reason why I just start setting. I be looking at the way she dressed. She don't want to play basketball. She want to.
That audio hit the internet like a shockwave, and the reaction was immediate. People quickly began side-eyeing Sexyy Red, and the perception around her shifted rapidly. Quiet speculation turned into widespread chatter. But if you know anything about Sexyy Red, you know she doesn't stay silent when the heat turns up. She wasn't about to let public opinion spiral out of control without responding. Sexyy Red quickly took to social media to address the situation. She stated, "First of all, it's not true. Second, y'all believe anything on this app. Still, let's be real, once the audio surfaced, people had already made up their minds. The damage was done. Looking closer, this isn't the first time concerns have been raised. Boosie's situation wasn't the only one turning heads. Her ex had already put her on blast, saying this kind of behavior wasn't new. The evidence kept piling up, and people began paying closer attention, but what really stood out? Sexyy Red didn't need anyone else to reveal her lifestyle. She's been open about it herself. Back in June 2023, she appeared on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast and made a bold confession. With no hesitation or filter, she admitted to catching chlamydia not once, but twice. She shared that she and her boyfriend had separated due to his behavior. Both got involved with others and later reconnected. By the time they got back together, infections had already spread. She laid it all out, completely unbothered.
Sexyy Red looked like the type of girls like back in the days, like you walk in the room and you'd be like, smell like somebody was f***ing in here.
When Sexyy Red and her ex reunited, something fell off. They eventually visited a doctor together and both tested positive for chlamydia. That reconciliation came with an unexpected consequence. Look, mistakes happen. But when you add this to everything else that's come out recently, the situation begins to look increasingly chaotic. And just when it seemed like it couldn't escalate further, Sexyy Red took an unexpected turn. Rather than stepping back from the spotlight amid all the rumors and accusations, she announced a new business venture, a lipstick line. But not just any lipstick line. The shade names, inspired by STDs. Yes, you heard that right. Names like Yellow Discharge, Gorilla, and Cookie Juice. Seriously, who does that? Maybe she thought it was edgy or that it would go viral through shock value. But most people weren't impressed. Social media blew up with reactions calling it inappropriate, gross, and disturbing. Launching something like that while in the middle of such controversy raised eyebrows dotted T this point. You have to wonder, how did Boosie not see any of this coming? Perhaps it's because Sexyy Red has long compared herself to a modern-day Boosie, and he thought she was simply operating on his kind of unpredictable energy. Maybe he assumed it was harmless fun, but the conversation online has moved beyond just hookups. Now people are even questioning hygiene. Chicago rapper Vanoff 1700 came out with a particularly harsh claim. He said that after linking up with Sexyy Red, the odor lingered even after he showered. That's not just a jab, it sounded like a warning. And this isn't the kind of story people invent lightly. It felt deeply personal. What's even more surprising is how major media outlets have remained completely silent, almost like they're trying to act as if none of it ever happened. It's as if the whole situation is just being quietly brushed aside, while the internet kept the conversation going and people were already buzzing. Lord Jamar jumped into the mix, and what he said had everyone raising their eyebrows. According to him, Sexyy Red isn't just doing her own thing. He believes she's part of a larger agenda aimed at damaging the culture. Jamar didn't hold back. He flat out claimed the industry is rewarding the worst kinds of behavior and promoting artists like Sexyy Red because she represents everything negative. That alone stirred plenty of discussion. But he didn't stop there. Yamar even backed what Vanoff 1700 said about her hygiene. He doubled down, saying she looks like the kind of person whose presence you notice right away for the wrong reasons. And just when it seemed like he'd said enough, he made an even more surprising claim. Yamar said he watched a video where Sexyy Red supposedly admitted that she has hygiene issues. Whether that clip actually exists or is just gossip, no one really knows. But what's certain is Yamar stood firm on his statements. He said it with full confidence, and it caught a lot of people off guard. Then he dropped another bombshell. Yamar claimed Sexyy Red could be an industry plant. Yes, he really said she might have been put in the spotlight on purpose to push harmful narratives, including gang culture, baby mama lifestyles, and even questionable pharmaceutical messages. That's a serious allegation, and after hearing it, many started paying closer attention to her actions. Of course, Sexyy Red wasn't going to stay silent while her name was being dragged, but instead of responding directly to Vanoff 1700's bold accusations, she dodged the issue and told people to go ask Chief Keef if her hygiene was really a problem. That statement only added fuel to the fire, making people raise eyebrows even higher because now it sounded like Vanoff 1700 might not be the only one with inside info. Rumors were already swirling about something personal between Chief Keef and Sexyy Red. They've been spotted together, made music together, but after she mentioned him like that, the internet started assuming things were deeper than just a professional relationship. Fresh selfies hit social media, and people noticed a different vibe between them. In one photo, Sexyy Red was cozy and even wearing Chief Keef's actual chain, a detail that suggested a more intimate connection. When a woman wears a man's chain, it usually signals more than just friendship. And Chief Keef wasn't acting like just a buddy either. As the speculation grew, Sexyy Red tried to calm things down. She went on Instagram and claimed she and Chief Keef were like siblings. But let's be real, no one was buying that, especially not after she joked about him flirting with King Von's sister, Caleb B. If they're just like siblings, why bring that up? Then she doubled down with another post that sent the internet into a frenzy. She appeared on Instagram again, still wearing Chief Keef's chain, but this time she had it tucked into her underwear with a caption that read, "We go together. Now, give me a kiss." That post blew up online. Chief Keef didn't say much, but not long after, he was seen on the set of one of her music videos. So even his silence was making noise, and just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, Charleston White stepped in, and he didn't hold back either. He called Sexyy Red a 304, and we all know what that means, suggesting she's trying to influence people like Angel Reese with her lifestyle. That brought up real concerns. Before hanging around Sexyy Red, Angel Reese was focused, climbing as a basketball star, and had that athlete discipline. But once she started spending time with Sexyy Red, things began shifting. Her style changed. Outfits became more revealing. Her social media turned into a collection of suggestive posts, and that clean, focused image started slipping. People were like, what happened to the baller energy? Then Charleston White posted a comment that really sparked reactions. Referring to Sexyy Red's bold lipstick line, he asked, "Why Guerra?" The internet didn't know whether to laugh or cringe. With all this going on, the rumors, the personal hygiene accusations, the exes, and the wild career moves, it's no surprise Boosie seems stressed. He's caught up in something much bigger than he likely expected, and now things have taken another turn. Sources close to the situation are saying Boosie is having a hard time behind the scenes. It's not just the rumors, it's that leaked video. That footage is what reportedly pushed him over the edge. At this point, people aren't just speculating anymore. There's actual material floating around. And with Sexyy Red constantly involved in one controversy after another, being linked to her right now is probably the last thing Boosie or anyone else wants. This whole situation is chaotic. But now I want to hear from you. Do you think there's more to this story than what we're seeing? Could Boosie and Sexyy Red have been keeping things under wraps long before anyone caught on? And what about all these claims about infections and STDs? Do you believe there's any truth? Or is this just more drama from the industry? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I know y'all have opinions. And before you head out, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because I've got another deep dive coming soon. You won't want to miss it. See you in the next one.